Hope everyone is prepared for this story. The preps are quite good. So now, let's tell this story. This story is called The Nightingale. One day, a random character has been mysteriously waking up from a dream that he couldn't perceive or precise. He looks around only to see only dead bodies around him. A shock as he's can't mentally focus upon this other particular area that he is within. He starts pacing back and forth, looking around as he sees everything around him looks like an enchanting forest, black forest, the forbidden one. With scary antics trembling upon his own veins, his hands quiver. He cannot bring himself up to actually understand what is really going on. He finds another man who's whimpering and whinging, out of breath, as he approaches him. Help! I seem to have no water. Please, can you supply me with some water, if you can? Scared out of his own limbers, he jumps out of his timbers. Look at the fellow man, as gorgeous, and his skin looks like it's melting on top of his own bare hands. He can't believe what he's seeing right now. Tensity towards him as he actually looks for something within his own pocket. A dagger is what raised his attention. He doesn't know where the dagger comes from, who planted it into his hand. He took it out and mistakenly stabbed the little person who was trying to get help from him. Poor elderly, as he remains there, dried and distorted, trying to look for help but only to be eviscerated by somebody who barely even knows what is going on. As he looks at his clothes, stricken by himself, he sees he's wearing full platter and very heavy armory. He's not quite sure why does he have full armor. As he looks around into this forest mystically enchanted, here's a little chirp from a bird singing through the twilight moonlight. As the beauty within it, he follows the sound in order to see if there is life among where he is. He climbs, he crumbles, he walks, stumbling back and forth. Completely exhausted, he doesn't know where the sound comes from or where is it going. He keeps on looking around in order to find what's actually the sound comes from. And by a mere glance, he looks at the tree. He hears the sound again coming from the tree. He decides to climb this tree. Oh dear, as he climbs forth, nearly breaking the branch, falling to his own demise. As he looks down, he sees all these bodies that are being ravaged by other human beings. All to find out that he's stuck in a post-apocalyptic world where zombies reign. Scared with all this knowledge and seeing this bird singing the high serenade and quiet fulfilling melody, he's taken aback, looking cautiously, trying to figure out what's gonna come next. The sweet melody of a nightingale can rise you from the dead, rise you from the ashes before the scavengers of little people pocket. Upon your own rise, rise my fellow man, and see this dystopian world's coming to crumble. Just like the US dollar, just like the US slumber, just like how Americans and South African has been tainted by this life. But only with this light of ours, we can rise, tell mystical stories, and continue sharing the different perspective among our worlds, among our natives, and be a huge archive for stories to be told, to be animated, and to have movies written for. This story is about a post-apocalyptic world ravaged in a medieval time, where only you and your sword can shine the light upon a much more better path. But beware, there's always something lingering forth. Now I tell you, indulge yourself upon this moment gloom.